Please be seated. I seem lately to be going through a Graham Greene stage, and just recently I read one of his other, what are called usually his religious or Catholic novels, one called Monsignor Quixote. It's about a failed small-town Spanish priest and his friend, the communist mayor of the small town where they live in Spain. In the late 70s, it takes place after the death of Franco. And the two end up going on a somewhat whimsical and quixotic journey together. And the novel has somewhat playful aspects to it until the very end. At the very end, the Monsignor Quixote dies. He dies after giving communion to the communist mayor. And the very last paragraph of the novel reads this. Greene says, "The mayor didn't speak again before they reached Orense. An idea quite strange to him had lodged in his brain. Why is it that the hate of a man dies with his death? And yet love, the love which he had begun to feel for Father Quixote, seemed now to live and grow in spite of the final separation and the final silence. For how long, he wondered with a kind of fear, was it possible for that love of his to continue? And to what end? For how long, he wondered, was it possible for that love of his to continue, and to what end?" Our liturgy today on Palm Sunday begins with the people loving Jesus. They love him, it says, because they had seen the great signs that he had done. They loved him because of the things he had done for them. They loved him because of what he gave them, because of the excitement, because of the joy they felt in the things that he did. Our liturgy ends with the reading of the Passion Gospel and with them hating him. Hating him. To the extent that they would ask for the release of a criminal and a murderer and have him, Jesus, put to death in his place. Which was it? Did they love him or did they hate him? Today's liturgy is a reflection of that ambiguity in each of us, really. Do they love him? Do they hate him? Greene's profound insight, I believe, are these. Our hatreds are not lasting things. Our hatreds are not lasting things. Hatreds can't last. Hatreds feel strong. Hatreds feel dense and rich. But what Greene tells us is what the gospel tells us. Our hatreds don't last. Love lives and grows in spite of the final separation and the final silence. Even beyond what seems like death and silence, love continues to grow. For how long is it possible for that love to continue? Let's answer Green's question for him. For an eternity. That's how long it can continue. And to what end? That love is an end in itself. We might say that that love of God is, capital T, the end in itself. It is the point of the thing. We might say that God's love is propelling itself toward itself. God's love is propelling itself always towards itself. And we could say that Holy Week is the yearly remembrance of the great and terrible way in which he has made that known.